At the heart of Taoist eternal alchemy lies the art of aligning with the Tao, being tranquil amid chaos, still amid movement, and simple amid complexity at all times and in all places. Unlocking the Tao Te Ching, spiritual wisdom for harmony and enlightenment. The Tao Te Ching, attributed to the ancient sage Laozi, is far more than a philosophical treatise. It is a timeless guide to the mysteries of existence and a profound manual for spiritual cultivation. Beyond abstract philosophy, the Tao Te Ching offers a living practice, a mirror reflecting the profound mysteries of life and a map to navigate the journey toward enlightenment. It invites us to embody its wisdom, not merely to ponder it, as we seek harmony with the Tao and the unfolding of our true nature. Starting today, we embark on a profound and enlightening journey of spiritual exploration. Through a series of thoughtfully crafted videos, we will delve into the Tao Te Ching from the unique perspective of spiritual cultivation. Together, we will uncover the secrets of inner alchemy and the sacred methods of spiritual practice and enlightenment that Lao Tzu revealed in this timeless classic. Each episode will guide us through the wisdom of the ages, allowing us to connect with Lao Tzu's profound insights and learn how to integrate these ancient practices into our modern lives. Join us as we awaken the mind, elevate the spirit, and discover the tranquility within, along with the universal truths that transcend time. Let us walk this path of wisdom and illumination together, embracing the harmony of the soul and the cosmos. If this resonates with you, please subscribe and click the bell icon for more inspiring content. Chapter 1. The Gateway to All Wonders. 1. Understanding the Tao, the foundation of Taoist cultivation. To study the Tao Te Ching and uncover the essence of Taoist cultivation, one must first grasp the meaning of the Tao. The Tao is the heart of Laozi's philosophy, the foundation of Taoism, and the underlying principle of all existence. It is the source from which all things arise, the natural order that governs the universe, and the ultimate destination of spiritual practice. The Tao is both formless and all-encompassing, the unseen force that flows through all things. It is like the wind moving through the trees, the quiet rhythm of the tides, or the invisible gravity that holds the planets in orbit. It cannot be fully captured in words, just as a single drop of water cannot contain the vastness of the ocean, but it can be experienced directly, like the warmth of the sun on your skin or the stillness of a mountain at dawn. Laozi begins the Tao Te Ching with the famous lines. The Tao that can be spoken is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. This reveals the transcendent and ineffable nature of the Tao. It is beyond language and conceptual thought, yet it is also the most fundamental reality. To follow the Tao is to align with this natural order, to move in harmony with existence rather than against it. The essence of Taoist cultivation. At the heart of Taoist cultivation is the practice of attuning oneself to the Tao. This is not a matter of mastering external techniques or rituals but an inward journey of transformation, a return to one's original nature. Taoist cultivation involves shedding attachments, embracing simplicity, and moving with the spontaneous flow of life. A key principle in this process is Wu Wei, often translated as non-action or effortless action. This does not mean passivity but rather acting in accordance with the natural flow, much like a river carving its path through a mountain, yielding yet unstoppable. It is the way a skilled musician allows the melody to emerge naturally, rather than forcing it. By practicing Wu Wei, one learns to navigate life's changes with grace, responding with wisdom rather than resistance. The Tao is like the root of a great tree, unseen yet nourishing every branch and leaf. It is the stillness beneath the waves, the eternal presence behind the ever-shifting phenomena of life. In Western thought, it has parallels with Logos in Greek philosophy, the underlying order of the universe, or the Force in Star Wars, an ever-present energy binding all things together. Returning to the Tao, a journey of awakening. To truly understand the Tao is to embark on a path of self-discovery and return. This return is not about seeking something external but about rediscovering the harmony that has always been within. Taoist sages teach that wisdom is found in stillness, clarity in emptiness, and strength in yielding. By embracing simplicity, cultivating inner tranquility, and aligning with the Tao, one experiences a profound sense of unity with all things. Thus, exploring the Tao is more than an intellectual pursuit. It is a direct engagement with the deepest mysteries of existence. It is a journey toward harmony between heaven and humanity, toward a life of effortless flow, and ultimately toward spiritual awakening. 2. The two sides of existence, being and non-being. Nameless, non-being, it is the origin of heaven and earth. Named, being, it is the mother of all things. The Tao has two complementary aspects, being and non-being. Being is the named, the manifest and form. Non-being is the nameless, the unmanifest and emptiness. Being is what we see and experience, and non-being is the unseen potential. These are like the yin and yang of existence, the dance between form and emptiness, movement and stillness, expression and silence. One cannot exist without the other, just as the sky needs both light and darkness to reveal the full beauty of the stars. Non-being, the infinite potential. Non-being is the vast, limitless and invisible aspect of the Tao. It is like the blank canvas before a painting is created, the silence before a great symphony begins, or the stillness of deep space before the birth of a star. It represents pure potential, the formless void from which all things emerge. In spiritual practice, non-being is the state of inner emptiness and deep stillness. It is the quiet mind, free from distractions, where wisdom and clarity arise naturally. This is the space of meditation where one lets go of thoughts, desires, and attachments to reconnect with the essence of existence. It is the peace that surpasses understanding described in Christian mysticism, the emptiness that Zen practitioners call shunyata, where all illusions of separateness dissolve. Being, the manifested reality. Being is the tangible, visible world, the realm of movement, creation, and experience. It is the trees that sway in the wind, the rivers that carve through mountains, and the endless dance of galaxies in the cosmos. If non-being is the silent pause before a song, then being is the melody that follows, shaping and giving form to existence. In life, this is the realm of action, where we engage with the world, create, love, and express ourselves. Just as an artist brings a vision to life on a canvas, being is the manifestation of possibilities into reality. But if we only focus on action and outward expression without returning to stillness, we become lost in the noise of the world, disconnected from our deeper nature. The dance between stillness and action. The key to Taoist wisdom is learning to balance these two forces. Just as day and night, inhaling and exhaling, rest and movement all exist in harmony. Spend time in stillness to reconnect with the Tao, just as the ocean must settle for its depths to become clear. Then carry that awareness into daily life, allowing your actions to flow naturally, like a river following its course. This is the secret to effortless living, not forcing, not resisting, but flowing with the natural rhythm of existence. When you align with this balance, you begin to experience the deep peace and wisdom that arise from unity with the Tao. 3. The power of letting go and engaging. Thus, always without desire, one observes its wonders. Always with desire, one observes its manifestations. These two lines speak of desire, wanting, and desirelessness, not wanting. Two forces that may seem like opposites but are actually complementary tools for spiritual growth. They function like breathing. We inhale to take in life and exhale to release what we no longer need. Just as both light and shadow define a painting, these two aspects shape our experience of the Tao. Desirelessness, letting go. The art of emptying. To be without desire does not mean to reject life, but to let go of attachments, to possessions, opinions, or even the self-image we cling to. It is the wisdom of stepping back, of surrendering control, allowing things to be as they are. Imagine a fogged mirror. You cannot see your true reflection until the mist clears. In the same way, when you quiet the mind and release grasping, the deeper mysteries of existence reveal themselves. This is why monks retreat into silence, why poets seek solitude in nature, and why moments of stillness often bring our greatest insights. In Christian mysticism, this is akin to kenosis, the emptying of oneself to be filled with divine wisdom. In Buddhism, it resonates with the practice of detachment, realizing that clinging leads to suffering. The lesson is simple: when you stop chasing, the truth comes to you. Desire, engaging. The art of living. Yet, to be without all desire does not mean to become passive or indifferent. The Tao does not call for withdrawal from life, but rather for engagement with awareness. Desire, when approached with wisdom, is the force that fuels creativity, love, and purpose. Think of a dancer moving with the rhythm of the music, rather than resisting it. Or a musician fully immersed in playing, yet never gripping the notes too tightly. When we engage with life, pursuing passions, forming relationships, seeking understanding, without being consumed by attachment, we flow with the Tao. This is the path of the sage: to act without grasping, to create without clinging, to move through the world without being bound by it. It is the essence of the Wu Wei principle: effortless action, like a river that carves valleys not through force, but through alignment with nature's way. The secret: balancing letting go and engaging. The key is not to choose one over the other, but to move between them skillfully. Let go when holding on brings suffering, like releasing a clenched fist to allow the hand to rest. Engage when life calls for action, like a painter who, after contemplating the blank canvas, picks up the brush and begins. When you find this balance, life no longer feels like a struggle. Instead, it becomes a graceful dance, where silence and sound, action and rest, emptiness and fullness all come together in harmony. 4. The mysterious gateway, where opposites become one. These two, being and non-being, are essentially the same thing but with different names. Together they are called the mystery. The Tao is called profound and mysterious because it lies beyond the limits of ordinary perception. It is the meeting point of all opposites: the stillness within motion, the silence within sound, the emptiness that gives rise to form. Like the horizon where sky and earth seem to merge, or the twilight where day and night blend seamlessly, the Tao is the space where distinctions dissolve. It is the gateway to all wonders, the threshold between what can be named and what remains ineffable. To step through this gateway is to awaken to a deeper reality, one where boundaries fade and the fundamental unity of existence is revealed. How can we pass through this gateway? 1. Embrace emptiness, entering the space between thoughts. To approach the Tao, you must first let go of everything you think you know. This is not about abandoning reason but about loosening the grip of rigid concepts and mental labels. Consider the moment before an artist's brush touches the canvas, or the pause between musical notes that gives rhythm its power. True insight arises in these gaps, in the spaces where the mind is silent, open, and receptive. In Western mysticism, this is the practice of apophatic knowledge, knowing by unknowing, understanding not by accumulation but by surrender. It is what Meister Eckhart described when he said, "To be full of things is to be empty of God. To be empty of things is to be full of God. Only when you empty the cup can it be filled." 2. Transcend duality, seeing the wholeness in everything. Our minds naturally divide reality into this and that, self and other, light and dark. But the Tao is not limited by these divisions. It is like the ocean, one vast body of water even though it appears as separate waves. To transcend duality means to see beyond fixed labels, to recognize that what we call good and bad, success and failure, are often just different aspects of the same unfolding process. Just as winter and summer are part of the same cycle, so too are all experiences part of the greater whole. This echoes the wisdom of Heraclitus, the Greek philosopher who said, "The way up and the way down are one and the same." When we see beyond opposites, life stops feeling like a battlefield and starts feeling like a dance. 3. Merge with the Tao, becoming one with the flow of existence. Ultimately, the deepest realization is that you are not separate from the universe, you are the universe. The same force that moves the stars moves within you. The breath you take is the breath of the Tao. This is the experience of unity consciousness, found in spiritual traditions across the world. In Christianity, it is the mystical state of union with God. In Hinduism, it is the realization that Atman, the self, is Brahman, the ultimate reality. In Taoism, it is the state of Wu Wei, flowing effortlessly with life rather than resisting it. To merge with the Tao does not mean losing yourself. It means finding yourself in everything. It is like a wave recognizing that it is not separate from the ocean. The moment you stop struggling, you realize you were already home. 5. The goal. Living in harmony with the Tao. The mystery upon mystery is the gateway to all wonders. The highest aim of Taoist practice is not merely to understand the Tao but to live it, to embody its flow, to align with its rhythm, and to move through life with effortless grace. This is not an escape from the world but a deeper participation in it, a way of being fully engaged without being entangled. Just as a river flows naturally to the sea without forcing its path, living in harmony with the Tao means moving through life with ease rather than resistance, responding to each moment with clarity and presence. To cultivate this state, consider these 3 essential practices. 1. Practice stillness, reconnecting with your inner nature. True harmony begins in stillness. When water is disturbed, it becomes murky. When it settles, it becomes clear. The same is true of the mind. And meditation is one way to cultivate this clarity, whether through formal sitting practice, mindful breathing, or simply being present in a quiet moment. A deep breathing slows the mind and grounds the body, much like the steady rhythm of waves calming the shore. A silent contemplation allows the noise of daily life to fade, revealing the deeper currents beneath the surface. This is what the Christian mystic Thomas Merton called learning to be at home with yourself. When you cultivate inner stillness, you create space for the Tao to reveal itself. 2. Let go of attachments, trusting the flow of life. Trying to control life is like trying to hold on to water. It slips through your fingers. The Tao teaches effortless action, wu wei, not passivity but the ability to move in harmony with the natural flow rather than against it. Let go of the need to control outcomes. Just as a tree does not struggle to grow, allow things to unfold in their own time. Release attachments to status, possessions, or rigid beliefs. These are like weights that keep you from floating freely in the river of life. Trust that the Tao is always guiding you. Just as the seasons change without force, life unfolds with perfect timing when you stop resisting it. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, freedom is not achieved by fulfilling desires, but by removing them. When you loosen your grip on life, you discover that everything you need is already within you. 3. Act with awareness, bringing the Tao into daily life. Stillness and letting go are not about withdrawal, they prepare you to move through the world with greater clarity and ease. Speak with kindness and presence, allowing your words to flow naturally rather than from impulse. Move with grace and mindfulness, treating each action, whether walking, working, or eating, as an opportunity to be fully engaged. Respond to challenges without force or resistance, like water flowing around obstacles rather than crashing against them. This is the secret of Wei Wu Wei, acting without struggle, moving with the current rather than against it. By practicing these 3 principles, stillness, letting go, and acting with awareness, you unlock the true mystery of the Tao. It is not something distant or abstract. It is as close as your own breath, as simple as a quiet moment, as vast as the universe itself. When you live in harmony with the Tao, life becomes effortless, and every moment becomes a gateway to wonder. 6. Why this matters, the journey home. The path to the Tao is not about seeking something outside yourself. It is a journey of returning. Returning to your true nature, to the source of life, to the place where you have always belonged. It is not about becoming something new, but about remembering what you already are. Many traditions echo this idea. In Christianity, Jesus spoke of the kingdom of God within you. In Buddhism, enlightenment is not about gaining something, but awakening to what has always been there. In Taoism, the highest wisdom is not about controlling life but flowing effortlessly with it, like a river returning to the ocean. Balancing stillness and action. The way home is found in the balance between stillness and action. Just as night and day complete each other, inner stillness brings clarity to outward action. Letting go and engaging, release attachments but don't withdraw from life. Instead, move with it, dance with it. This is not a path of escape but of integration. By embracing both stillness and movement, you pass through the mysterious gateway, the threshold where opposites dissolve, and you awaken to the truth that has always been present. You're one with the Tao. There is no separation between you and the universe. The wind that moves the trees, the waves that touch the shore, the breath that fills your lungs, all of it is the Tao and you are not apart from it. When you realize this, life changes. You stop fighting against the current and start flowing with it. You see beauty in both stillness and motion, in both presence and emptiness. You come home, not to a distant place but to the truth that has always been within you. This is the great return. The journey is complete, not because you have arrived somewhere new but because you have finally recognized where you have always been. 7. Simple steps to begin your journey. The Tao is not something distant or difficult to grasp. It is present in every moment. You do not need to climb a mountain or retreat to a monastery to experience it. However, one of the greatest taboos in Taoist practice is the desire for quick results and immediate gains. True cultivation unfolds naturally, like the effortless rhythm of the seasons. At the heart of Taoist eternal alchemy lies the art of aligning with the Tao, being tranquil amid chaos, still amid movement, and simple amid complexity at all times and in all places. It is not merely a practice but a way of being, a return to the effortless flow of existence, where true transformation arises spontaneously. These steps are not just techniques but a way of living in harmony with the Tao. By cultivating stillness, observing with an open heart and acting with kindness, you naturally align with the current of life, allowing wisdom and transformation to unfold with ease. That's all for Chapter 1. Thank you for watching. If you found our content valuable, kindly subscribe, click the bell icon and share it with your friends. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave your message below.